We have the tech to get food delivered in 15 minutes, but we all have horror stories about buying tickets. The Game Time app gives fans the advantage. Get amazing tickets in just a few taps. Fees are included, so what you see is what you pay. And the Game Time guarantee means authentic tickets at the best price every time. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets to concerts, sports, comedy, and more with Game Time. Download the Game Time app and create an account for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply.
The football season is nearly here, and we're getting you ready for kickoff. This is Big 12 Media Day coverage live from Frisco, Texas, presented by Omada Real Estate. Buying or selling a home? Trust the experts at Omada Real Estate. This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Welcome on back, Frisco, Texas. It is Big 12 Media Days, and joining us now, he is the head coach of Brigham Young University, Kalani Sitake. How are you, Coach?
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Man, I'm fired up to see you. I'm so excited for football season. Let's get this thing going.
Yeah, it's right around the corner. It's an exciting time.
There's no off season for you guys anymore, is there?
Not really.
Maybe a couple weeks in July, or?
Yeah, it's kind of odd though, because we did have some time in July, but you're starting to see a lot of coaches leave college to go to the NFL so they can spend time with their families. Like, guys, where are we at now? It's like
so crazy.
I can't believe that we're saying that now, but that's happened quite a bit, and it's my job as the head coach to make sure that I protect the life, the livelihood of my coaches, my staff, and so this is good. I'd rather them be here, but I got to do this, and this is part of the necessary part of my job that I enjoy talking about football and things like that, but don't really. Do I have to be in a suit every time I do this?
They don't pull it off, though.
Yeah?
No?
Yeah, you pull it off well.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, it's just a good thing for big and tall sizes.
A win for big and tall.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Everybody we talk to is optimistic at Media Days, which, of course,
Yeah.
is a great vibe about this event. But you've got to be particularly optimistic bringing so many players back, including the Offensive Player of the Year and QB1.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good start, but there's a lot of work to be done still, and I really am excited to see the progress that Bear's made throughout the year, and to see how far he's come, even during the season last year. So that with what he did during the spring, what he's doing during the off season right now, it's been impressive. But that's with all his teammates. The guys have been doing such a great job, and I'm just trying not to mess it up. These guys are great work ethic, and trying to give them an environment where the guys feel that they have autonomy, that this is their team, and trying to provide an environment where they can feel, that their leadership can show and it can come through.
In terms of your staff, obviously a change with Jay leaving and K-Pop coming in. I was talking earlier. I was around BYU so long. I watched him as an intern run the back of the end zone to the locker room from the box.
Mm-hmm.
He's been at it a long time. Your confidence in him and what you think the defense can do this year?
Yeah, I knew K-Pop was going to be special long ago, even before he came on the staff. I have to say, the reputation that he created for himself as a coach in recruiting as an assistant, and even what he's done with Bronco was really impressive. I took over as a head coach and got to coach Fred Warner for 2 years. And Fred Warner, guys like Fred Warner, Sione Takitaki, Harvey Langi, all those guys were singing the praises of Kelly Pepinga from that point on. And so it's something that I took note of, especially Fred. Fred really loved him. And so I took note of it, and anytime I could get him on staff, I wanted to, so we brought him in. And once he was here with Jay, I knew he'd be the next guy in line. It was pretty easy, and so right when Jay left, fortunately I planned for Jay because I thought Jay should be a head coach, and,
right.
You're planning on him leaving at some point, and he left for Michigan, which is great for him, but that means that I got to go to the next phase, which is hiring the defense coordinator, and it's been K-Pop from the very beginning.
How much does the influence of Gary Anderson help in making that transition of being defensive coordinator?
It's been huge. Gary's been his impact has been so good for our program. He knows the front really well. He's been a coordinator, been a D-line coach, and he's been a head coach. And so there's some really cool lessons that he's learned and that I get to benefit from, And so it was really fortunate for me to keep him here because everybody wanted him, including Michigan and other places. So for him to want to be here, be with these young men, and to be with me is a huge honor. So yeah, we have. I am definitely one to admit that I don't have all the answers for myself, but I have some really good people around me, and so we can keep building on it. And Jay would be one of those guys, you know. So what he was able to do for us here is I appreciate from him. But we also have a lot of guys that have done quite a bit too, and it's never been about one person. It's not going to be about one coach, and so the group has done a great job, and I'm glad that we're able to keep the foundation of our group together, and it helps to return so many players.
You've been so close to conference championship for a couple of years in a row. How do you set goals with a team, and how do you vocalize it? Do you even dare speak like the goal is to be conference champion this year, or is it strictly 1 week at a time? How do you work that to your advantage?
I think there's pretty much the given goals. Everybody knows that everybody wants to be champions. You're non-competitive if you don't plan on trying to get that done. But our focus needs to be on how do we get that done. Just saying that you want to be a champion doesn't make it happen. And it's what are you willing to do in the off season when no one's watching. By the time you get to the season, much of the work has been done already. So I like to see a physical change in their presence and who they are, how they handle themselves, the confidence that they bring. That usually confidence happens when you work hard and you know that you've done everything you could in the off season to make it happen. So I like the 6 guys that we brought. You met them, you saw them, and they physically changed themselves, Bear included, you know. And so that's one part of the factoring, the change. And the next part is also what we're able to do mentally. How can they be closer as a team? And then I don't sit there and I'm not fixated on do or die with the championship. My job is pretty simple: get these guys to play 12 times at their best. And a lot of that has to do with making mistakes during the week in practice. We want to get the mistakes done because that's the best learning experiences, that you go through some mistakes and taking some chances in practices and spring ball, all that stuff. So trying to get that done, but then not have the mistakes become part of their habit, learning from it and making sure that you're improved from it. So that's what the goal is. That's my job, is to get them to do it 12 times in a row. And if we do that right, we should earn more time to play. And we did enough of that last year, but we could do better. So when I say we, myself as a head coach, I've got to do better getting these guys to perform 12 times at their best. If we do that, if we can get that done, then I think we're going to love the results.
I was at BYU when you had the lay-on that first day when they announced you as the guy, and had at that point didn't have a ton of interaction with football. But I'll never forget, you reached out when you first got the job and you were like, "Hey, I heard you recruit for basketball. Let's go to lunch." So right from the very beginning, it was about recruiting to you. You guys are definitely in another echelon and tier in recruiting. How has that transpired? How has that been done?
Recruiting is it's a people game, So I think the key is not trying to win people over, just trying to give them more information and see these young men and their families that BYU is a good destination for them. And so it's getting out there and letting them know that they can progress as a human, and they can succeed at BYU even if they're not at that level where they think. I think a lot of times people are like, "Why? I'm not going to go there because I can't survive." Well, what are you trying to survive? What are you looking at? Are you looking at the rules that as a hindrance to where you're trying to get? And it's like, so if you're trying to get to the league, then this should help you. It removes the distractions for you. And so it's just educating them that way, and then letting them come to a decision on what's best for them. I think my style of recruiting is I don't go out and sell as much as I try to inform and then let them make the decision. The last thing I want is this young man to come to BYU and wish he was somewhere else. You're not doing us any good, and you're not doing the school that you should be at doing any good. So let's figure this out together, and then it's just as much revealing for them or where they want to be as much for me. And I'm all about football and getting people to the right place, that's going to be suitable for them. And then we have the transfer portal. So when we mess up in recruiting, which we tend to do sometimes. It's not an error-free.
We never
deal.
did. I never did my whole time.
Yeah, exactly. But I think if I want to mess up on somebody in recruiting, it's because physically maybe I thought they were going to do better. But as far as fit, they're perfect for our program. They're perfect for the culture, and we can work with that. If they ran a 4.8 instead of a 4.5 like we thought they would do, then I can count on the 4.8 every time. If someone says they can run a 4.4 but I never see it on the field, then what's the point? I'd rather have the guy that runs a 4.8 that will give it to me.
How much carryover to football do you get when a number 1 overall pick in the NBA draft has that Y logo and they see the highlights wearing Brigham Young jersey? Do you feel a carryover from that on the football side?
Yeah, I think for the same thing that I was talking to Tim about, like there's a lot of people that are like, well, hold on, he's not a member of the church, and he seems to have done well. He says positive things about BYU, but we've had that's been there in the history of BYU athletics. I mean, Jim McMahon and all these stories, Steve Sarkisian, all these guys have come here and they've had great careers and had great experiences, made some connections and some friendships that last a lifetime. So it's trying to elevate that, but I think in real time, it's easier for me to talk to a recruit about AJ than it is about Jim McMahon. Yeah. Even though they may be a quarterback, it's like that's something that's easier for them to see in real time. And so, yeah, anything positive for the school and informing recruits that gets us to just. We're seeing it already in recruiting, but where young men are committing to us earlier than we normally would that aren't members of the church. And we had it on a recruiting weekend in June where basically all the non-members that we had on that visit committed before even some of the members did, So it was they were there, they saw how awesome the experience was for them, and they had that feeling that this is home, and so it's perfect for so many people, not just for members of our faith.
Kalani Sitake joining us right here on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Coach, always a pleasure. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you so much.
Yep. I know this is one of about 100 interviews you'll do today, so thanks for at least putting up with us.
Hey, you guys got me at the beginning. Who knows how I'm going to look at after
you're going to be haggard by the end, man. Your coat's going to be up over it.
There's promise of barbecue at the end of the day, so that'll get me through.
When's the next – because do you go full suit at church or do you just do the shirt and tie? Because I don't think that suit's coming out of the closet for a while.
Yeah, there's sometimes it just feels like an aloha shirt,
You need to go with the skirt, too, bro.
The tupenu, yeah. That's very comfortable. You guys should all try it.
You wear it well, too.
Thank you.
But not as good as you dance. That's my favorite thing about you.
It helps show my figure that I want to show
when you're
off
about to just shaking it, man.
I don't think I have the calves for the skirt. But
yeah, that's my best feature. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Kalani Sitake.
One and only Coach Sitake. Thank you very much,
Coach. Brigham Young University right here on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. All right, we'll take a break, come back. Good stuff from the head coach of the Cougars
You're
right
welcome,
here on the Zone.
An analysis of the Cougars, Utes, and the rest of the conference. Live from Frisco, Texas. This is Big 12 Media Day coverage on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Presented by Omada Real Estate. Buying or selling a home? Trust the experts at Omada Real Estate.
97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Scott Garrard, Jake Scott, Tim LaComb, Patrick Kinahan. Wall-to-wall, blow out the budget coverage of Big 12 Media Day. Guess who's taking the podium right now? Yes, the man himself, Prime, Coach Prime, Deion Sanders addressing the media. Let's listen in.
He's definitely the best dressed commissioner ever. I love him to life, and he always raises the bar, and he's infectious. Every time I see him, I got to hug him and appreciate who he is and what he does. And our AD, Fernando, is around here somewhere as well. He's been doing a heck of a job. He's just taking the reins, taking the baton from a dear friend of mine, Rick George. And you talk about a sprinter. He has sprinted and has been more than expected. And Fernando, you're doing a heck of a job. I love you to life, and keep up the great work. We've lost a young man, Dominic Ponder. We miss him dearly. Prayers goes out to his his family, who we're in contact with on a daily. We will wear a patch on our jerseys this season in his honor, and his legacy should encourage kids to make responsible choices and have those hard and tough conversations. Adam Mustard Tiger, I hope I got that right, sweetheart. I hope he's here. His beautiful, wonderful wife is here. There you go, girl. You stand up, please, please. Can we give her love and support and respect? Love her. He passed away on May the 19th, and I want to thank the Big 12 for reserving a seat for him today. We will hold his seat both in press conferences and in the press box in honor of him this season. Wife, wonderful wife, Liz, you go. I love you so much. And thank you. Your strength encourages all. And you, whatever you need from us, the Buffs this year, you got it. He's covered CU for over 20 years for the Buff Stampede. Coaching staff. CU coaching staff, 258 years of coaching experience, 172 years of college, 106 years at the Power 4 level. 5 coaches who served as a head coach at some level. 17 years of NFL experience, 51 years of high school experience. This is all to say we're pretty good. We're pretty darn good, okay? Roster breakdown, 104, 83 scholarships, 21 walk-ons. I love my walk-ons. How many of you cried at the movie Rudy? I did. I'm sorry, I did. When Rudy got in, it was over for me. That was it. So I love my walk-ons dearly. I think we've 2 or 3 on the staff, on the team right now on the roster. We're walk-ons. They're on scholarship right now. We hope to continue that as well. We had a over 3.0 GPA this spring, highest GPA in CU history. Right now we're at 3.035 right now, which is wonderful. We have over double digits in young men that's on our roster that were captains on their respective teams, and they're with us now. So we have a tremendous amount of leadership, and I know you're tired of that, so let's go.
And if you have a question, please raise your hand. Keep it raised until we can get someone to you. We'll start here on the far left side. If you could please stand and state your name and media affiliation.
Prime, great to end. I'm Candace Lamb with D210 Sports. How are you?
Awesome. How you doing?
I'm great. Coach Prime, it's been quite a year. Last year we talked about public strength, private battles, and building a culture at Colorado that isn't defined by outside noise. After a tough finish last season, and Colorado also being left off of the preseason All Big 12 awards, how have you leaned on your faith and that culture of resilience that you built at Colorado to keep your players focused on the standard you set internally in blocking out the outside noise?
Hey man, I can remember all that, but I'll try my best.
Basically, how do you keep your players focused on your internal standard instead of the outside critics?
We don't care about what people say. People are always going to have opinion. If my kids and my coaches and our staff don't understand who they are, we have a problem. They're not going to allow you to identify who we are. And just because our guys were snubbed off a poll that's probably not going to be consistent with the end of the season, we don't give a darn. Our kids know who, what, when, where, and how they are, and they know what they got to do and how they got to work. It just gives them that extra inside of them, and I'm thankful and appreciative of that. Thank you for that wonderful question.
Go to right center in the back.
David Ubben with The Athletic. A few of the coaches in college football are not in the video game. You're one of them. I was curious why that was and what went into that decision.
I don't know about the video games. I have a wonderful team that handles a lot of business for me. If I'm not in the game, that means they weren't paying enough. It probably didn't fit where we're going right now. That's probably it. It was probably that simplistic. Thank you, Athletic. You guys do a wonderful job. You know I'm lying, right? Next.
Again, if you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll go to front row.
Hey, Coach Prime, how are you?
How you doing, sir?
Doing great. Great to see you.
You too.
Wanted to ask you, how has being a coach at Colorado transformed you as a person, and what do you think your younger self would think about your coaching experience and what you've been able to accomplish thus far?
Transformed me? I don't think Colorado has transformed me. Colorado has given me a tremendous opportunity that I'm so darn appreciative of, and I want to live up and surpass the expectations. My younger self would be proud that I was here last year fighting a battle called cancer, and now I'm here with full strength, full energy. I got that thing back. I got that swagger back. I got that dog back. I got that charisma back. See, last year I had on shorts up under the suit. I had on a sweatsuit up under the suit because I was probably 15 pounds down, looking like Eddie Kane up here, and those of you that seen the 5 Heartbeats. But now I'm ready. I'm back. I'm close to 204, legs slightly bowed. I'm back, baby. Like I cannot wait. I see my dog right there. What's up, dog? I cannot wait to get back on that sideline and do our thing. I can't wait to get back to camp. I can't wait to get back. I ain't even seen the kids yet that are here. I can't wait to even see them because I know they looking good in their unis. But I'm excited about this season and the expectations thereof. Great question, my brother.
Center left in the back.
Okay.
Donovan Bridgeford, TXA and 24 News. Coach Prime, you have 2 games on the road, and then you have the Big 12 champ coming to Colorado. Mm-hmm. What will those first 2 games tell you that you had product that you put on the
Well, let's digress a bit and think about Georgia Tech. Let's think about going to Atlanta and handling our business on Thursday nights in front of the whole world and that being our stage. We're going to take one game at a time, man. I'm not thinking about those 2 games as farther down the road. We're thinking about that first one. First of all, we're thinking about going to camp and having a wonderful camp and getting it on and kind of pressure-wise our coordinators and our team in certain situations because we Coach Brendan Marion and Coach Marv, this is the best coaching staff that I've had in my minute coaching career. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the young men. I'm excited about everything that we have on this roster because I feel like we have the team to win. And I cannot wait to see it.
Far left side, second row.
Skyler Dixon with the AP. Several of your players talked about them feeling like they need to take on that leadership component, player-led team.
Uh-huh.
They say that maybe that fell a little short last year. Do you think that was the case, and how confident are you then in sort of taking that role?
Well, I'm thankful that God didn't allow my neck to go all the way back and look back because I would be in tremendous pain right now. And I'm thankful that I look ahead and I'm right on point. But the young men, they're close. They're close. Some of them weren't even here last year, so I don't think the collective would have that opinion. Maybe a couple of them that were here, and they're pretty accurate. But I'm loving everything I've seen in the spring. I'm loving everything that we've added. I'm loving what we did in the portal. I'm loving what we're doing recruiting-wise right now. We're right where we want to be. Right where we want to be. And we're going to even get better.
Left center in the back.
Coach Andrew Chirk, Nines 24/7. How are you doing?
Hey, man. How you doing?
Doing good. First, thank you for everything. That's the first thing I have to say. Secondly, since you started coaching, the landscape of college football has just changed so much. You're always adapting, always trying to get ahead of the scheme. But how has it changed you as a person? What kind of lessons have you learned, not only as a coach, but as a person, getting to learn patience, how to adapt, and all the adversity that you've been through as well?
That's a great question. As a coach, patience. It's taught me tremendous patience. It taught me that a lot of young men want to benefit from the game financially. A lot of young men want to benefit from the game because they love the game. And you got to really understand there are 2 sides to this coin. and make sure you flipping these kids on the right side, because it's a whole different game. And sometimes you can't get stuck in the old ways. You gotta go forward and welcome and invite some of the new school ways and adapt to them. Thank God I got kids. I got 5 of them that keep me on my toes, keep me on my game, and keep me hip to what's coming and what's going on right now. So I'm thankful for that. And I got a little grandson. He can't really talk right now, but he could ask. So I'm thankful that they're keeping me on point. That's tremendous. Thank you. Great question.
Center right, 4th row.
Coach Dan Tortora, Wake Up Call, DTV.com. Just what you can say about your faith, keeping the main thing with everything changing in sports, just having that focus on God and being unapologetic about that.
Rock steady, because you guys flip and you blow with the wind, and you ride the waves that you're supposed to ride, and I understand that. You got to understand that I've been up here and I've been out there, so I know what you're thinking, but you don't know what I'm thinking. So I understand life, and I understand the trial and tribulations of life, but I have a God who's been so darn good to me. I can't help but acknowledge him and praise him every opportunity I get. And I don't allow anyone out there to tell me who I am, what I am, and why I am. I have a God that has showed me all of that. And that's why I embrace it. And that's why I'm never going to stop praising him and talking about him tremendously. Thank you. Great question, my man.
Left center in the back.
Hi, I'm Skylar Jar with the Colorado Buffaloes on a side. So what is one area where you expect your team to surprise people this coming up season?
Well, we better win. That's going to be the surprise. That's the surprise. We better win. And we're going to win. I love what I got. I love what I see.
Okay, Coach, thank you.
That's it?
That's it.
Let this brother ask one more. I know him. I've been knowing him for a long time.
Coach Prime.
You know you ain't got no question. You just want to talk. Let's just do it. What you want to talk about? You ain't really got no question. I'm messing with him. That's my dog.
Roe Parrish, CBS. Could you share with us a little bit about the retreat? What were the origins of the retreat, and what was the best?
I don't want to tell them about no retreat at my crib. They don't want to hear about that.
I want to hear about this. Just me and you talk.
We had a good time.
Yeah.
You can meet me right on the corner. I'll tell you everything.
Okay.
We had a good time. The young man, the coaches, the staff. We had a great time. We really did. And we got closer. We bonded. And I loved every last minute of it. I could not wait till they left, but I loved every last minute. You know I'm old school. You got 3 days in my house. You got to go. Jesus got up on the 3rd day. You could get up too. Okay, so you got to go. I love you. Let's talk over there, okay?
Let's do it.
God bless you. God bless you.
God bless you, too.
God bless you.
God bless you.
We're blessing
each and every one. There he is, the one and only Deion Sanders.
Nobody does it quite like him.
Nope.
I like how he's critiques the question afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Does not like The Athletic. Not a fan of The Athletic.
I do not like your paper. Or whatever you call it.
You guys have a fine institution. You know I'm joking, right? Yeah.
I think he's in a, this may be it. This may be the last trip.
You think this is the last run?
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I think this is it.
I'm actually surprised he's back this year because of all the health issues. But as you mentioned, he's healthy. He feels like he's good to go. So, and, look, an ultimate competitor doesn't want to walk off after the season they had last year. So.
Yeah, and you got a contract. They're going to pay you. So take it. Take it.
When people are willing to pay you money, you take their money.
You take their money gladly.
Yes. And if they don't want you to be around, then they can pay you to leave.
That they can. And it happens often. It does. It does in sports. We've been at this since 8 o'clock this morning. This is quite a cool environment.
Yeah, 7 o'clock Mountain.
7 Mountain.
Yeah. We're just getting started, too.
Yeah, we're going to be on all day long.
A couple hours still. We got a bunch of hours left to go. But, you've got we've had Kalani Sitake on. Great conversation with him. A bunch of BYU players. We'll have more coaches coming up a little bit later on. Dave Aranda expected to join us coming up in a couple hours from right now as well. So we're just getting started. Big 12 Media Day. If you're just joining us, today is BYU's group, and then tomorrow will be University of Utah and their collection of players and coaches. By the way, you can also find everything available to you on our podcasting platform. Just search Coach and Scotty on your podcasting platform of choice. You'll find it there. Also available at KSLSports.com. Brian Santiago, kind of
he was awesome.
That dude, he could be like the Tony Robbins of college athletics. Like, you can genuinely feel the excitement that he has brewing right now.
And I told him, when he was walking away, I gave him a hug, and I said, I just love that you're being, that people are seeing you. This is the Brian Santiago that, every single day it's, high level of positivity and intensity and trying to maybe manifest some good thoughts. But he's been at it a long time. I sure enjoyed talking to him, and I love his enthusiasm.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a break. Come back. You're listening to Big 12 Media Day coverage. Scott Garrard, the coach, Tim LaComb. This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Love you, B.
The question isn't whether the world is changing. It's whether you'll be ready for it. At Arizona State University, your education is built around the careers of the future. You learn from renowned faculty and researchers who are driving their fields forward, not just teaching about it. It's why we're ranked #1 in innovation and #2 in employability among U.S. public universities. Future-proof your career. Explore more than 350 programs at asuonline.asu.edu. That's a degree better.